Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel, Hebrew Jamaican Coolie. And I am on my solar journey, meaning that I'm on my journey to make my family a little bit more independent of the system, the electrical system. And I'm a little bit angry at myself that I started late, but I guess better late than never. And I don't know if I'll be able to get the rest of my equipment. But today I will be reviewing the EcoFlow Delta 2 battery. And I just want to say this before we even get into the video. That is an amazing product. It's an amazing product. I mean, for the same amount of money, I could in fact create a good system as well. But the EcoFlow Delta 2 itself is an amazing product. And let's get into the review of that. I don't want to talk any more about it, but let's get into the review of that. All right, but cue the intro. Cue the intro. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. And what you are currently looking at is the EcoFlow solar panel and the EcoFlow Delta 2 battery that I basically bought as a package on Amazon. Well, you can see that the box is basically, kind of improperly handled. We're gonna get started in a moment, but welcome to my journey into becoming independent off the grid. At this point in time, I'm late, and I think this lateness and this procrastination that I've been wanting to do this is really and truly the latest I've ever been, and it's gonna cost me. It's gonna cost me because I felt like I should have done this earlier, and really and truly I don't believe that we have a lot of time left before society crumbles. So this is the worst thing that I've practically done in terms of I should have done this sooner. But thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope that you guys stay with me as I do my solar journey of how I'm going to build our independence off of the grid. The videos, this is basically part one. So we're gonna pause and then we're gonna get to the unboxing in a moment. Today's video is mainly the unboxing and just testing out a couple of things of what the EcoFlow Delta 2 can actually manage. Tomorrow's video is going to be me testing out more things and going in depth about what the EcoFlow Delta 2 can manage. I'm going to see, everything with that. I'm going to see what this can run in terms of the fridge, the TV, the whatever it is that I want to run to slowly but surely take us off of the grid, because that's that's my plan. My plan is to slowly but surely take us off the grid. By December, we should be 90% off of the grid while in the depths of winter. Anyway, people, here the video. All right, so right now I've placed the sheets of paper on the bed, and one of the reasons why I do this is that you don't know where these boxes have been, you don't know where they're coming from. So I mean, I should have had even clean something to do it on, but show respect to your wife. You understand what I'm saying? Show some respect to your wife, show some respect to her. So I'm going to now put the EcoFlow Delta box. I'm going to start with this one first. Oh my gosh! So right here it says that its net weight is 12.46 kilograms, gross weight 13.54 kilograms. Man, this thing is pretty heavy. It really is pretty heavy. Anywho, let's start unboxing and make sure that we can see. All right, I'm gonna lift it up the camera a little bit more about here. That should be good, about there, so you can see. Or maybe I should go up a little bit more. Let's go up a little bit more. All right, and then we can probably go back a little bit. There we go. Alright, so let's start unboxing now. Alright. Oh, you know what? Let me lay this flat because I don't want it to break either. Alright. So, right off the bat, styrofoam on top to protect it. That's good. That's really good. Throw the styrofoam over there. Instruction manual, the one that I skipped from last time. Instruction manual. See what it says? The EcoFlow Delta 2. Alright, that's the instruction manual. Put it over there. Alright. And then of course you have the EcoFlow. Wow, this is pretty weighty. This is close to 30 pounds. I can't measure kilograms into pounds. So please forgive me, you know, but this feels like 30 pounds to me. Alright, 30 to 50 pounds. That's what it feels like to me. Alright, so that's the box. And I'm gonna carry the phone closer so that we can see what we're looking at. And I will lower the phone, alright, till about here. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, now here we go. So we got this box, and let's look and see what's on the inside of this box. Alright, so the power cord to, I believe this is the power cord to plug it into the wall outlet. Basically, this is the, for if you want to charge it from your house, this is the power cord for that. But I honestly thought it would be coming with the power cord for the solar panels, but hopefully maybe the solar panels actually has the attachment. So at the front, on the front of it, here's what we're looking at right now. You have your USB-C, 100 watt. Yep. Then you have your fast chargers, USB, and your USB-A, and your USB-C again, another USB-C 100 watt. And this is to turn on your USB and USB-C. This is just to turn on this area. This button right here turns on this area right here. And then you have the power button right here. We're going to turn it on in a second. We're going to definitely turn it on in a second. But I just want to go through everything, right? Right here, we have the plugs in the back. Alright. Extreme charge. The solar input. Right, and then you have the overload protection as well. This is the overload protection. I believe you probably press this button when it's basically using up too much power. Right here you have the 12 volts. This is probably for your car charger to plug it in. This is your AC outlets. You can plug in your TV, your fridge. You have your 3. And we're going to test, believe me, we're going to test this. And I'm sure it comes with a little bit of charge already. I'm sure it comes with a little bit of charge. Alright, so let's turn it on. Let's turn it on, okay? I'm going to back it up a bit right here. Or just move it even closer and then lower the camera. There we go. Good. And move this out the way. And then now let's turn this on. Let's turn this on. I'm gonna move this one out the way too, because you know the bed is clean. I mean, this device is practically. All right, so let's turn this thing on. I believe that this main button down here is what turns it on. Okay, so out of the box, it comes with 29% charge. And it says I have 99 hours left on that charge. Okay, so the input is 0. I didn't add anything to it as yet. And the output 0, you know, how much it's putting out. All right, so let's start testing stuff out. All right, it's at 29% at the moment. I think the first thing I want to try out is the space heater on this right now. Okay, so I could always go through the manual, and I'll do all of that tomorrow. I'm going to go through all of that tomorrow when I get into a more detailed video of what it does. Right? Like I said before, this is just an unboxing video because I still have to do the unboxing of the solar panel. And then tomorrow I'm going to basically, you know, put the solar panels out in the sun and see how much charge we're getting. And hopefully, like I said before, I am hoping that the cords come with the solar panel when I unbox it in this bedroom. Anywho, I'm going to pause the video and go and get the space heater. And let's see if it's gonna run a space heater, even though it's at very low charge right now at the moment. All right, let's pause the video. And friends and family, I am back. So I have brought this 1500 watt space heater. Right, I'm reading it on the side right now. It's a 120 volts AC volts, 60 hertz, and 1500 watts to run. So I'm going to basically plug this in right now, and okay, let's plug it in like this. Plugged in, and then I'm going to press AC on. All right, now it's on. Okay, and then I am going to shift this to the max, or I'm going to start from the low load. I'm going to bring it to low load, and then I'm going to turn it up more. So let me back up a bit. Then, all right, it's on low load right now. Then I'm going to turn it on. Alright, then I'm going to turn the heat up. That's the lowest load. I'm going to turn it up. Alright, gotcha. Alright, so currently right now, it is running at 1400 watts output. I only have 10 minutes. It's saying that I only have 10 minutes at this moment. So let's say basically at 30%, you'd probably get 10 minutes. And then a full 60%, you'd get 20 minutes. And then another 90%, you'd probably get, you know, half an hour or roughly 35 minutes with this right now. And it seems to be working perfectly. Alright, so that's great. It runs this nicely for a good 10 minutes. And I'm glad that it even gives you a timer of how long you could actually run this thing. Tomorrow, I'm gonna fully charge it. I'm gonna fully charge it tonight. And then tomorrow I am going to put the fridge. I'm gonna run the fridge on it, I'm gonna run the freezer on it, and I'm gonna run the washer on it. I'm gonna tell you the what's on the freezer, what's on the fridge, and what's on the washer, the washing machine. All right. So it's now down to 8 minutes. So a space heater is literally something that really uses up a lot of electricity. And oh wow, I can hear this is very, very quiet. Let me bring it close to it. Oh, the fan already turned off. Too late to let you hear the fan on it spinning. But let me bring it back closer now. And then I'm gonna turn off this part. So during the winter time, I'm going to find different batteries that are definitely going to be able to, you know, keep the home warm. Or I'm going to use my kerosene heaters, you know, to warm up the house and stuff. Or I use the gas company. So those are, you know, the only two options, the only three options, I think. Because I'm still at the beginning part of my journey. I only have one. And it's not a big one. It's a small one. And, you know, tomorrow I'm going to go through the specs of this battery and stuff. But for now, we are going to turn it off and get to the solar panel unboxing. Okay, and the solar panel is really big at the moment. You know, it's a big box, it's a heavy box as well. But anyway, that's what's up next. I'm gonna pause the video and then we are going to go to that. All right, friends, so now we have the EcoFlow solar panels, the unboxing part now that we're going to take care of right now. So this is heavy. Put this right here. Let's get this done. Make sure I set up the video so you can see everything. I'm going to set it up a little bit higher. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Hold it right there so you can see everything of the unboxing. All right. I honestly don't know where to start, but I'll start at the top like this. Oh, wow. Okay, so oh wow, this is kind of tight. It's gonna be hard to put. So instead of doing that, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna tilt it and let it slide out. And hopefully it will slide out. Hopefully it will slide out. Okay, here we go. It is sliding out, which is good. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh. So, okay, so these brackets just fell out. 2 boxes. Put them down on the ground. Foam is coming out. Okay, one panel is out. It's pretty heavy. It feels like about 15 pounds, maybe? Or maybe I'm just a weak person. Alright, let's see if there's anything else in there. Not seeing anything else in the box. Nope, not a zip zero, so I do not know if the cord for recharging the thing is gonna be there. I might have to go to Home Depot or somewhere to go get the cord. So anyway, here's number one. Okay, so let's just cut it loose. I'm going to be very careful now because I do not want to haphazardly just do stuff and damage stuff at the same time. Here we have the solar panel. This is actually my very first time seeing having and seeing a solar panel right now. So I'm basically, give me a second, I'm gonna pause. Okay, so I'm back and I'm sorry about that. My children are here and they're making a lot of noise, and I'm trying to keep them quiet while I do this video. But wow, this is actually my first time owning and even touching and seeing a solar panel. So I've watched videos in terms of like where you have to look at the back and see the rating and the voltage and the this. So this cord is there, but I do not see the cord that is actually supposed to attach to the EcoFlow in order to basically get it to charge. And that's a huge issue. Maybe it fell out of the box and I'll search for it, but highly doubt it came in with it. Highly doubt it. Alright, so number one, let's look at the rating on the solar panel. Okay, so it's 100 watts and it goes up to 20.34 volts. And I think that's going to be the main thing. It charges at 6.3 amps, basically. So, right now, looking at it, I don't know what to say, man. I'm actually astounded with it. I know that I'm probably gonna have to buy some more stuff within time. Anyway, I will. But I was hoping that the charging port the charging cord to plug it into from the solar panels to the Delta 2 would have been included. And I'm probably finding out that I'm gonna probably have to spend another $50 just to get that. But I like how the solar panels look. I don't know, how they're gonna work, but tomorrow I don't even know if I'm not gonna be able to test them either. I won't be able to test them if I don't see like something coming with it. But anyway, people, thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys tuning in right now and watching the video. But like I said before, this is my journey into becoming more self-reliant, more independent off of the system. I know it's going to take a while to build that system that I've seen many people build. And my system is just going to be a rigged system in which that, because when you're renting, you have to be careful with stuff like that, because your landlord can basically do two things to you. He can come and rip it down, or him can basically steal it from right underneath your nose, because
him consider how it's a part of the house now and stuff like that. You can't take it and probably try to buy it from him, but I am not going to be dealing with that type of stuff, because you know, if I really actually build a system, I mean, I'm not even going to put it onto the electricity of the house. I'm not going to put it nowhere near the breakers or touch nothing like that. It's going to have its own system. Same system that I see everybody build is the same system that I'm going to be building. Oh, also I'm looking at the box to see what comes with it. It does say to solar charger. Yeah, the solar, yeah, so look. So something did not come in the box. See, it's telling you that this is in the box and it's not there. One piece. Right? So right now, that should have been in the box and it was not in the box. So I'm gonna have to call these people and let them know that I didn't get a piece. So thankfully, when I reopened the second box, here's the cord that's supposed to be with it. And this is the cord that goes from these things to the Delta 2. So once again, people, thank you guys for tuning in. Tomorrow is going to be a very interesting day. Well, this is the journey, man. This is the journey.
So this is me. I'm going to be testing out the solar panel with just like what little light is coming inside the house. Just spoiler alert, it's not going to work, but I just wanted to try it out to see if even if there was just a little sun coming in, hitting the solar panel, if it would actually absorb the energy and produce some energy and charge the battery. And as you can see, nothing happened. So at this moment, I plugged it into the wall outlet, and this is the charge that's coming in. 1100 and roughly 70 watts is coming in to charge it. So if I have even just say, you know, two 600 watt panels, this thing can be charged within the hour. And it does say that, like, even on the wall outlet, it charges that at that amount within an hour. Within an hour, it's gonna be fully charged. Okay, fully charged right now for 1 hour.
Alright friends, so now we're going to be testing out the fridge on it. So as you can see, here's the fridge plug. Alright, I'm gonna open the fridge so that you can see that the fridge is off. See, fridge is not on. Totally dark, it's off. Alright. I'm gonna be plugging it in to these ports right here. I gotta turn it upside down. Bring it a little bit closer, like that. Plug it in. All right. Oh, I can't forget that I have to turn it on. All right, so now that port is on, and we're waiting for the fridge to. Okay, so now the fridge is on completely at 112 watts. And wow, this can run your fridge for a whole 7 hours. That is nice. That is pretty nice. So here's what here's what I'm thinking. Like at night, you can basically run your fridge can run your fridge on this, right? And then you just fully charge it in 1 hour, because it charges in an hour in the morning, right? Charges in an hour in the morning, and then at night you just run your fridge on it and take off the power off the fridge. See, this is the watts the fridge is currently running on. You can practically run that fridge probably on one solar panel. One solar panel would probably run this fridge right now. Let me see what's going on with it. Wow. So for full 7 hours, if a power outage happens, you can run your fridge on this. Alright, so stay tuned. Now I'm gonna plug up the TV and the Xbox and see what else we can probably run on it. Okay, so as you can see, now I'm going to be powering the Xbox and the TV on the Delta 2. What I'm doing is just testing out to see how long anything like this will last when we start our journey, because this is really helpful. But I think this main one I'm gonna use for the fridge at night, and probably even the washing machine during the day, because it only takes an hour to charge. You understand? It takes an hour to charge when it's getting like 1170 watts to charge it, or even we'll see like I'll go back and review the video and see how much watts it's gonna take to charge it. So multiply that with how much watts I need to be bringing in with my solar panels when I do start the setup. All right, so here it goes. We're gonna plug it in. I'm gonna start this first, then we're gonna plug it in. Apparently this plug is kind of singed a little bit. There we go. All right, so now it's plugged in. All right, it's at currently right now 32 to 36 output. Let's turn on the Xbox. All right, so now we're looking at 158 watts of output, 82. It looks like even less right now. All right, so with the TV and the Xbox, that's basically, you get basically 8 hours worth of power running these things. 8 hours worth of power running these things. All right, so that's what we're looking right now. Sorry about that, the video cut off and I don't even know why, but yeah, 8 hours worth of power running the TV and the Xbox at roughly 80 watts. So both of these devices run on 80 watts. Again, that's just one solar panel during the day to run that. That's one solar panel to run that. So looking at it, that's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. And like I said before, I'm kicking myself in the head that I did not even just like put a little bit of money aside and just buying stuff little by little and little by little and little by little, and then setting up the system and creating the system and then utilizing the system. I waited until everything is coming crashing down in order to basically decide that, hey, now I want to use the system. Actually, now look at this. It's saying that it's 10 hours now. So 68 watts output, and it's going to be 10 hours to use the Xbox and the TV. So I'm looking at it right now and I'm saying, hey, in the time of the system going down. Boy, it's not bad because it takes 1 hour to charge with 1100 and about 70 watts of a solar panel to charge it. And let's say that it basically is charged during the daytime. You get about 8 hours of sun. Man, I don't know what I was thinking about procrastinating doing stuff like this. I really and truly do not know what I was thinking. I'm really and truly now kicking myself in the blasted head. I feel extremely foolish for not doing this sooner. Look at this. Look at this. So you can start saving your movies and all that stuff to your drives and stuff like that, and then when the time comes now, you're still watching movies, you're still having your little lights on and stuff like that, you're still having a little bit of comfort, and everybody else is in the darkness. But that's a give and take situation because people will eventually find out what's going on unless you're in your basement. Anyway, people, enough love and respect. Peace. I'm out.
And there you have it, family and friends. That's my review of the EcoFlow Delta 2. Again, one of my main rants right now is that I'm kicking myself in the head that I did not think about going independent of the electrical grid sooner. It feels like I felt like, one of the main reasons that I'm doing it now is feel like it's a rushed thing instead of something that should have been done a long time ago in preparation for what's actually happening in our society right now. But let me tell you something, guys. Right now, I'm even charging my computer off of it. Look at this thing. Right? And let me tell you something. It's not really as heavy. I can move it. My wife can move it. I don't think my daughter can move it as yet. But let me tell you something. It's very useful. And I'm gonna give this 5 stars out of 5. It's a very useful product. And the inverter is already inside the thing. The charge controller is already inside the thing. So it also comes with the on Amazon, it has the deal where you can get the panels, the two 100-watt panels with it, right? But as I continue to be on my solar journey of independence of the electrical grid, I'm going to be going through the types of panels you need, how much panels you need, how much panels you can actually get. You understand? In order to be more self-sufficient, more off the grid, more. You understand what I'm saying? So that's going to be my main thing in this journey. And again, if you feel like you're generous and you'd like to donate to the journey of us getting off the grid electrically, the Cash App is on the screen right now. It's on the bottom of the screen. So donate. Every little bit goes a very long way. Enough love and respect. Peace. I am out.